Hello everyone and welcome back again. Today we are deeping deep into a topic that is extremely high yield for your microbiology exam, that is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. And ये नोट्स है जो मैं आपको प्रोवाइड कर रही हूँ और अगर इसको आपको चाहिए तो आप यूट्यूब लेक्चर ये वाले से आप स्क्रीनशॉट ले सकते हो और या तो आप मेरे इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल डेंट माइंडसेट में ये नोट्स मैं प्रोवाइड करूँगी, वहाँ पर भी आप कमेंट कर सकते हैं उस पोस्ट में, तो वहाँ पे आपको ये नोट्स मिल जाएंगे. ओके, सो लेट्स ब्रेक दिस डाउन लाइन बाय लाइन. माइकोबैक्टीरियम ट्यूबरकुलोसिस. ओके, so let's look at our first page of notes under the introduction, that our first point tells us that M. tuberculosis, Mycobacterium tuberculosis, is the etiological or causative agent of tuberculosis in humans. Next, it is described as a slow growing obligate aerobe and acid fast bacillus. So let's pause here. Obligate aerobe. Okay, so obligate aerobe means it absolutely loves oxygen. So think of it like a fitness enthusiast who need fresh air to live, which is exactly why it primarily sets up camp in the oxygen rich upper zone of our lungs. And who discovered this? Still the bug. That is discovered by Robert Koch in 1882. Okay, now moving down to classification, let's quickly look at its family tree, that is kingdom Monera, phylum Actinomycetota, class Actinomycetes, order Mycobacterialis, family Mycobacteriaceae, genus Mycobacterium, species Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Okay, now let's look at its morphology, what it actually looks like under the microscope. So they are slender, straight or slightly curved bacilli, that is this. Look at this diagram. Okay, straight or slightly curved bacilli, which means rod shaped. Okay, rod shaped. Their size is 1 to 4 microM long and 0.2 to 0.6 microM thick. Okay, they are non-motile. Non-motile means they don't have little tails to swim around. Okay, and they are non-spore forming. एंड द क्रूशल पॉइंट हम इसमें देखें तो दे पोजेस अ वैक्सी कोट मेड ऑफ माइकोलिक एसिड विच मेक्स देम एसिड फास्ट. वैक्सी कोट माइकोलिक एसिड ही जो है वो उनको एसिड फास्ट बेसिलस बना रहा है. तो इमेजिन दिस वैक्सी कोट लाइक अ वाटर प्रूफ रेन कोट. व्हेन यू ट्राई टू stain it or attack it with chemicals, that waxy raincoat completely blocks it out. So waxy coat जो है वो उसकी protective layer है, एक waterproof raincoat है. Finally, look at the green box on your screen, that is this. Okay, they are arranged singly in pairs or in cords, forming this long parallel chains because of this sticky waxy coat. Okay, now let's move on to the page cultural characteristics. How do we grow this bug in the lab? अब हम लैब में इस बग को कैसे हम ग्रो करते हैं? So first remember that it is a slow growing organism and its generation time is 18 to 24 hours. Optimum temperature is 37 degrees Celsius and it grows best in media containing glycerol. Its generation time is 18 to 24 hours, right? So to put that in perspective, E. coli doubles every 20 minutes, but this lazy bug takes almost a whole day just to divide once. Its optimum temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, right at human body temperature, and it grows best in media containing glycerol. And think of glycerol as its absolute favorite premium gel. माइकोबैक्टीरियम ट्यूबरकुलोसिस का सबसे फेवरेट वो एरिया प्रीमियम फ्यूल है ग्लिसरॉल की, वहाँ पे वो बेस्ट ग्रो होता है. Now let's look at the classic exam favorite on Lowenstein-Jensen medium. After 2-3 weeks, you see small, rough, dry, tough, buff-colored colonies. After 6 to 8 weeks, they grow into larger cauliflower-like cerebriform, buff to cream, non-pigmented colonies. Okay, this is the most important point. Okay, and this is the most important topic also, Lowenstein-Jensen medium, on which always are asked in exam, and it is a non-liquefying. Okay, look at the drawings of the cultural tube in the center of the notes. Think of these colonies like a dried up breadcrumbs or cauliflower floret sitting on top of the agar. It looks rough, dry and crumbly because of that same waxy coat we just talked about. So what about on other media side? That is Middlebrook 7H10 7H11 agar smooth elevated cream colonies. Ogawa medium similar to LJ but contains more glycerol. Poor growth on ऑर्डिनरी न्यूट्रिएंट मीडिया. तो इतने मीडिया है जहाँ पे इसकी ग्रोथ है और होती है. ओके, नाउ लेट्स लुक एट द पेज 3, दैट इज एंटीजेनिक स्ट्रक्चर एंड वायरुलेंस फैक्टर्स. What makes this bacteria so tough and toxic? It is all about. Okay, so the antigenic structure shows a highly complex cell wall containing lipoarabinomannan, phosphatidyl linositol monocytes proteins. Okay, important antigens, protein antigens PPD, LAM, PIM, 38 KDA antigen. It is the most important point here. Okay, so the most important antigen you need to remember for test are protein antigens PPD, LAM, PIM and 38 KDA antigen. Now look at the virulence factors. So waxy cell wall mycolic acids gives it acid fastness and shield it against the chemicals and phagocytosis. Phagocytosis means being eaten by the immune cells. Okay, cod factor, that is trehalose dimycolate, produces coding granuloma, inhibits phagosome lysosome fusion. When we हम एग्जाम्पल लेंगे अगर, तो फाइगोजोम लाइजोसोम फ्यूजन एग्जाम्पल टाइम, दैट इज इमेजिन अ इम्यून सेल जो है वो बैक्टीरिया को स्वेलो कर रहा है इनटू अ ट्रैप फैगोजोम में एंड ट्राइज टू ड्रॉप अ बॉम्ब ऑन इट, दैट इज लाइजोसोम. एंड द कॉड फैक्टर एक्ट्स लाइक अ जैमर, स्टॉपिंग द बॉम्ब फ्रॉम एवर फ्यूजिंग इट विद द ट्रैप. Third is sulfatides inhibit phagosome lysosome fusion. Catalase peroxidase protects the bug from being destroyed by oxidative killing. Thermal tolerance and ability to survive inside macrophages. And LAM it's modulate immune, LAM जो है वो modulate करवा रहा है immune response को. तो this is the all the point, these are the all the point virulence factor, these are all the virulence factors. And if you look closely at the cell wall structure, that is this, so you can see the beautifully layered defense, the plasma membrane topped by the peptidoglycan, and then arabinogalactan, a thick yellow layer of mycolic acid, and finally the wavy green lipids, green glycolipids, LAM, sticking out on top like a defensive spears. Okay, so that is all about the antigenic structure and virulence factors. Let's move to page 4 and trace exactly how the disease developed, that is pathogenesis. Important point. So follow the flow chart with me. It all starts with the inhalation of droplet nuclei containing M. tuberculosis, that is someone coughs or sneezes. Okay, the organism reaches the alveoli deep inside the lungs. There they are phagocytosed by the alveolar macrophages. Our local lung security guards swallow them up. But instead of dying, we see the survival and multiplication within the macrophages because of those jammers like the COT factor and sulfatides. And this triggers the cell mediated immune response, that is TH1, and our body realizes it can't kill the bug easily, so it decides to wall it off, leading to the granuloma formation. And this causes tissue necrosis in the center known as cessation, which forms the Ghon complex. And from here three things can happen, that is healing via fibrosis and calcification. The body successfully locks it in a stone prison. Second, latent TB. The dormant bacilli persist quietly waiting for their movement. And reactivation and progressive disease, that is if the immune system drops its guards, the bug breaks out. Then look at the Ghon complex primary TB lung diagram at the bottom. It consists of the three components: a subpleural pulmonary focus, that is the main infection site in the lung tissue. Okay. Second, lymphadenitis. Lymphadenitis is inflamed lymphatic vessels acting as the highway, that is this, and involvement of the regional lymph nodes, hilar or mediastinal lymph nodes. Okay, look at this diagram. So that is all about the pathogenesis. Hope you understand. Now come to the clinical features. How does a patient present? And we divide it into two main categories, that is pulmonary TB common, extrapulmonary TB. So the first is pulmonary TB, the most common form affecting the lungs. Productive cough lasting for more than 2 weeks. Low grade fever, beautifully noted here as usually occurring in the evening. Okay, fever जो है वो usually occur होगा evening में ही. And the patient जो है वो सुबह फाइन फील करता है and then sunset होते तक उससे फीवर चढ़ने लगता है. runs a fever by sunset. Okay. Night sweats आते हैं. They wake up with drenched clothes. Loss of appetite and weight loss, historically called consumption because it consumes the body. Malaise and weakness. Hemoptysis, coughing up blood in advanced cases. Chest pain. Now deep dive into the extrapulmonary TB. When the bug travel outside the lungs, that is what the extrapulmonary TB. Look at the human in your notes, that is this human, to see where it lands. So lymphatic causes lymphadenitis, swollen neck nodes. Okay, yeah. Pleural infusion, fluid around the lungs. Bone and joint, classic pot spine TB of the backbone. This is a most important point for all NEET MDS, or also you have to remember this point. It is a most important point. Bone and joint, pot spine. Genitourinary renal TB. Meningeal TB, meningitis affecting the brain. Gastrointestinal abdominal TB affecting the intestine. Miliary TB, a dangerous, widely disseminated form spread throughout the whole body like a tiny millet seeds. It is also the most important point. मिलियरी ट्यूबरकुलोसिस का एक टॉपिक है, एक खुद में ही वो एक बड़ा सा टॉपिक है जो हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे एक अलग वीडियो में. ओके. Now at the bottom, look at the host factors predisposing to TB. Who is most at risk? People facing malnutrition, HIV infection, diabetes mellitus, chronic alcoholism, smoking, immunosuppressive therapy like steroids, elderly age, और living in overcrowded and poorly ventilated spaces. तो ये सब जो है ये सब लोग ज़्यादा रिस्क में रहते हैं. So let's, how do we catch this criminal in the lab now? So look at the page laboratory diagnosis. Okay, the first step is specimen collection. For pulmonary cases, we collect sputum early morning, deep cuff specimen, 2-3 samples on consecutive days. Other specimen, bronchoalveolar lavage, pleural fluid, CSF, urine, pus, biopsy tissue. Yes. The most famous rapid test is smear microscopy. This is the most important topic JL Linsenstein for your university exams. Okay, so most commonly used rapid method detects acid fast bacilli in clinical specimens. So let's follow the clear line by line procedure illustrated in these boxes. Okay. Apply carbol fusion to the slide for 1 minute. Apply heat for 5 minutes. This melts that waxy raincoat so the red dye can sink in. Use acid alcohol for 1 to 2 minutes to decolorize. That is normal bacteria जो है lose their color, but our TB bug holds on to it tightly because it is acid fast now. And then counter stain with methylene blue 1 minute and wash and air dry. So the result under the microscope, that is acid fast bacilli, appear as red pink slender rods, while the entire background appears blue. Look at the box at the bottom, this box, that the acid fast bacilli जो है वो red pink है, बाकी का जितना भी ये सब बैकग्राउंड है वो ब्लू है. So this is all about the laboratory diagnosis. That is first part कि स्पेसिमेन हम कैसे कलेक्ट करते हैं. सेकेंड पार्ट इज कल्चर एंड मॉलिक्यूलर मेथड्स. सो culture is, this is considered the absolute gold standard for diagnosis. We inoculate the sample onto the LJ or Middlebrook media, incubate at 37 degrees Celsius for 6 to 8 weeks. Identification is niacin test positive, nitrate reduction positive, catalase positive at 68 degrees Celsius. CBNAT, जीन एक्सपर्ट MTB IRI बोलते हैं जिसको, एंड दिस इज़ अ मॉडर्न गेम चेंजर. इट इज़ अ कैट्रिज बेस्ड न्यूक्लिक एसिड एम्पलीफिकेशन टेस्ट. इट डिटेक्ट्स द DNA of M. tuberculosis and rifampicin resistance, and it results in the 2 hours, highly sensitive and specific. PCR conventional real time also detects Mycobacterium DNA and highly sensitive but costly. Other investigation is chest x-ray, infiltrate cavities, fibrosis. ESR है तो raised दिखेगा. Montauk's test, ADA level in pleural fluid. Then laboratory diagnosis 3 एक और तरीके से करते, that is immunological test. First is tuberculin skin test. This is also the important point, mark it. Intradermal injection of 0.1 ml PPD 5T on the forearm. The patient returns to have it read after 48 to 72 hours. Very important exam point here is we measure the induration, that is hard and raised bump, not the erythema, the redness. Arm diagram showing the ruler measuring that raised central dump. Okay, let's memorize the interpretation table very well, perfectly. That is 0.4 mm negative, 5 to 9 mm है तो डाउटफुल वीकली पॉजिटिव, अगर 10 mm मोर है तो पॉजिटिव आता है, 15 mm और मोर है तो स्ट्रांगली पॉजिटिव आता है। सेकेंड इज इंटरफेरॉन गामा रिलीज एसेस IGRA measures IFN gamma released by T cells in response to specific M tuberculosis antigens. Example include quantiferon TB, gold and T-spot TB. The huge advantage here is कि there is no booster effect and it is significantly more specific than the Mantox test. So especially in population vaccinated with the BCG. That's why BCG vaccination ज़्यादा करते हैं. Now slide 9, that is page number 9, summary and viva points. And to wrap it all up beautifully, let's look at our final. Let's trace the journey one last time. Inhalation of M. Mycobacterium tuberculosis reaches alveoli. Phagocytosis by macrophages, survival and multiplication, granuloma formation, Ghon complex leading to either healing, latent TB, reactivation and progressive disease. And if an examiner asks you a rapid fire question in your viva, remember these 5-star points. Acid fast bacillus due to mycolic acid in cell wall. Cot factor is granuloma and inhibits fusion. LJ medium rough buff cauliflower colonies. Mantox test measure delayed hypersensitivity. BCG vaccine, most important point is this, Mantox test and BCG vaccine protects against severe TB forms in children. As the note perfectly concludes that Mycobacterium tuberculosis is a stealthy invader but preventable. So that is all about the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to take a screenshot of these notes, hit that subscribe button, like this video and share it with your batchmates, and let me know in the comments what topic we should cover next. Study hard and I will see you in the next lecture. Thank you.